Hi everybody! Okay, so we got the Sentry here. He looks super cool. Just very excited about getting this figure. Mostly because of that head sculpt. It's freaking awesome. I'm excited to do some swaps here with my Thor figure, which we'll do momentarily. But yeah, I mean, great box art, of course. You know, he looks good up here. Sentry logo. Got this little comic book art, which looks badass. He looks super demonic and shit. On the back here, we got him again in a different pose. A couple little accessories here on the sides. Marvel Sentry, and then here's the figure himself again. The man himself. Yeah, I mean, we're getting the window boxes back, which is pretty exciting, you know. Now we can make sure that you actually get a decent figure this time. One of the things that really sucked about not having the window is if you got a paint scuff or some kind of imperfection on it, you'd have no idea of knowing. You'd waste yourself a lot of time. But yeah, here on the top you got the Sentry logo again. But yeah, that's enough just looking at the box. We're going to get it open right about now. I've already taken the tape off this one side, so this should be a little bit easier for us to get this open. Almost there. Oh, damn it. I didn't take the tape off the bottom, though. Ah, whatever. I'll just tear it. There we go. I'll slide it on out like so. There we are. Right on, right on. And here's his accessories. Whoa! I do quite like these little boxings that it comes in. They're nice and easy. I like how it's easy to just slip it right out of this. Basically comes in like a, I don't know, everybody says what, a vegetable roll bag. I quite like that. But yeah, we're going to slide them out of here. Get our first impressions. Whoa! The reveal! Wow, look at these feet. Let's just move those so that they're proper. It's a little gummy as they say, but oh, the cape is actually nice. I actually don't mind when the cape is gummy. I think that's actually a little bit better if it's a little bit more mobile. But he's actually not bad. This is actually looks like, to me, maybe a totally new sculpt that I haven't added into my collection yet with any other figure. So this looks very, very cool. Yeah, I like the cape. It's a different cape design than we're used to for most of these characters, you know. Superman's got like the straight cape. You know, Batman's got the spiky cape, but he's kind of got this roundish cape, which, yeah, it's pretty unique to the Sentry here. Man, that head sculpt looks awesome. Look at that. Wow. Man, the hair flip is just so fantastic. The detailing, there's good paint application in the hair. The rest of him here looks like to be a bit of a flat yellow, but I personally don't mind the flat yellow. Let's just get rid of it. I don't mind the flat yellow because I kind of like having the characters be their comic book counterparts from back in like the earlier ages. You know, they were all these bright, vibrant colors. So for me, this is actually nice. It's more, yeah, the hair and the skin tone detailing. That's where you want most of it. And hey, you even do get a little bit of paint application here on the S to make it look like it's kind of glowing. So that's a nice touch. But man, this character is heroic and menacing too. Very menacing. And you should definitely get some cool lighting here so that the face can look super dark and evil. Evil. Yes. All right. Let's get him posed up here. Yeah, I gotta say this is definitely an improvement over the previous offering from Hasbro and the Sentry that just came out. I mean, this one's got great, like this is like sculpted on too, the cape part here, which is quite nice. And yeah, I mean, these arms, they've got a lot of mobility. The chest feels definitely chunkier than a lot of the stuff we've gotten before, and same with the arms. The shoulders feel very much like protruding, but it does give it quite a lot of mobility here for the arms, which is good. Can't quite cross it, but we can do some other stuff with it at least. Yeah, the Sentry. I mean, what's great about the Sentry is like the way they kind of introduce him into continuity is that he's kind of been around throughout all of Marvel history, right? and like he was just made for everybody to forget his existence, right? Like that's kind of his MO or whatever. And so you can have Sentry and all your classic Avenger picks in this costume, and yeah, it just kind of works out. So it's sort of what I was thinking with my kind of collection. I do have a lot of them in their sort of classic iconic costumes, and that's sort of what I like to collect from the comic books, obviously. And so here we have Sentry in his most iconic look, and pretty much one of his only other looks. So the only other look I know that he wore was when he was one of the Apocalypse's horsemen or whatever, and that's when he had the blue skin and everything. And the Uncanny Avengers run, which fantastic run, by the way, definitely much recommend. I think it's getting a lot more hype more recently. People look back on that one fondly, but yeah, very, very cool story. I got the whole set, not to brag or anything. But yeah, I mean, this is a great figure, and yeah, I mean, the Sentry is just such an interesting character. I'm wondering if we'll see him in the MCU in any capacity. I definitely would like for them to kind of start implementing a character like this. I don't know, I wonder if I think I might have saw someone say like Ryan Gosling would be an interesting casting for him. But yeah, you just like I don't know, it'd be cool to see him, you know, maybe playing with Thor too. So I guess they gave him trigger finger hands. Not really sure what thought process in this was, because yeah, he even has sort of the up and down wrist action. I mean, the thing about, you know, these kind of flesh colored hands is like, you know, you end up with a lot of them anyways if you're collecting Marvel Legends, so you can easily pop out all kinds of different, you know, pointer finger hands from J. Jonah Jameson and whatever and whatnot. But yeah, just a strange choice. Maybe I can maybe imagine him like catching a bullet with this with these hands. Maybe that was the idea behind this, but for the most part, I mean, it's kind of odd, I would definitely say. But you know what isn't odd? This here head sculpt. This is a really cool one. This is obviously from straight out of the comic book. He gets blasted in the face. I forget by who. I don't know who it was. Maybe Thor does it. I think it just happens a couple times where his face gets fucking melted off. But yeah, this looks excellent. Like excellent. It's super insane. And yeah, definitely epitomes his like evil side as well. And now there's a lot of fun things we can do with this head sculpt. I can probably stick it on my Ghost Rider. I think I might play around with that here in this video. But yeah, let's stick it on Sentry here, and we'll kind of see what it looks like. And here we have the Void himself, equipped with his crazy skull face head. Yeah, definitely looks fucked up as hell, and looks very cool. I think with some light piping too, you could really make the hair kind of shine, you know, some backlighting on him or something. But yeah, this is so cool. I mean, it's just nice. Like, it feels in an age where we're, you know, accessories are starting to become more and more sparsely. Oh, we got a baby chicken in the house. Sorry, it's gonna have to deal with that, gang. A little tweeting. But yeah, in an age where we're getting more and more sparse accessories with our legends these days, and I've said this before, and I'm just going to be quoting myself, but I do think that we've been in like the golden age for Marvel Legends, and you know, the last you know 3-4 years have been incredible for the amount of releases and the kind of figures, at least the last 5 years with them. But I do think that we're starting to head into a down slope with the Legends, unfortunately. I just feel like I feel it in my gut, like that this is kind of the downturn for Legends. Like it's maybe not quite fully yet, like, but we're definitely like teetering on the edge, and things are going to start sliding pretty quickly, especially as people you know, begin to not be able to afford figurines, and yeah, just slowly man, that tweeting is annoying, god. And yeah, we're definitely going to be on we're definitely on a down slope with them. I think in the coming years here. But right now we're still getting good figures. It's just like I said, like accessories are becoming few and far in between. I got a Ronin figure on the way. I'm going to go pick it up from Amazon, or not from Amazon, but from the post office. It came from Amazon, so I'll be grabbing that tomorrow, or this weekend actually. It comes in tomorrow. I'm picking it up this weekend. But that, definitely could have used some accessories, right? But I mean, here, let's not complain too much, because here we have the Sentry. We got, 2 extra hands. We got an extra head sculpt that's pretty badass, and the original one it comes with, very dope as well. And we're also dealing with sort of a brand new body sculpt as well. So, definitely you get a lot in this figure, and he's $35 Canadian, which, you're definitely, there's some figures you're paying now for them like 45 to like, or 42 to like, some of them are like 55, and it's still just the same box figure, and it's just, it is insane. It is absolutely insane. But I mean, it makes sense because just inflation, everything, and all that crap that's going on. But in any case, just gotta enjoy it while it lasts, baby. That's kind of the way it goes. Now let's do some comparisons. Alas, here we have our blonde bombshells. These two look pretty badass together. They're definitely, it felt like during most of the 2000s, like the Sentry kind of filled Thor's place as like kind of the most powerful Avenger or whatever. I mean, obviously, Hulk and Thor are always been debatable, but I mean, for a while, like Hulk pretty much isn't, he's not associated with the Avengers for quite some time, but Thor has typically been like its powerhouse, right? And so during like most of the 2000s, Thor was kind of like AWOL, sort of like, I guess, in Asgard doing stuff, and you didn't really have him appearing in too many comic books. And sort of my actual early introduction with Marvel didn't have really much Thor in it at all, so I didn't even kind of know what his whole deal was with sort of, I like being a space Viking, basically. I didn't know the whole space cosmic aspect was a thing. I just figured he was like kind of in a fantasy realm. But knowing that he's connected to like Marvel Cosmic and all that stuff kind of really makes it extra cool and expands it. But yeah, I mean, right here, God, I'm so sorry about the tweeting, gang. Just bear with me. But the Sentry was kind of like, that character that he basically would be the one they'd call on if there was some crazy shit happening, and he was the one that would take things on. And so eventually you got Thor coming back into the picture, and that's when you see the Sentry start to go dark, especially during Dark Reign, right? And then you had the whole siege event, and that's when I think Thor kills the Sentry, because he basically goes mad, right? And they kind of slowly become more and more like arch rivals in a way, especially when I mentioned the Uncanny X-Men run later on, how they become big fight. Like they have this crazy fight scene that takes place on like another planet. It's all green goo and stuff that they're fighting in and stuff. It was just so cool that these two definitely make a good matchup, that's for sure. But head sculpts, by the way, pretty similar, right? And this is something that I was most excited for getting these figures, was being able to do a little head swapping. So let's check that out really quick here. Alright, and now we got the head sculpt on the Thor figure, and it looks so cool. This is what I really wanted for some time. Because one thing about this particular Thor figure head is the hair becomes incredibly hindrance on his head articulation, because it's just sort of flat like this. It would have been nice if they packed in, like a helmeted, like unhelmeted Thor, or at least with the hair going flying like it is for this. But this is the thing, is like, I got this Sentry figure now, which basically the head doubles as an unhelmeted Thor, which, things are getting real when the helmet comes off, right? Except if it's the MCU, then it's just because we're trying to get a good look at Chris Hemsworth's beautiful face or whatever. But no, I mean, in the comic books, like he's donning this helmet pretty much 24/7. When it comes off, it's shit's really going down. But yeah, this is nice on him. Like I said, you get a lot more range of motion. I mean, it's just kind of badass. Like, Obviously the cape still is a little bit of a hindrance, but you're getting more, and you can look up a lot more than you did before, and you can look down quite a lot more. So yeah, it's a really nice head swap, and I mean, it gives you another reason to get the Sentry figure, essentially. I mean, you get basically another head sculpt for your Thor figure, and it looks friggin' awesome. I mean, you can't really complain with something like this. You know, I've seen a lot of people that got the soft goods capes and stuff. I do kind of wish I could find a couple of those. I know it's a little bit of an investment if you want that kind of stuff, but I'm not really sure how to modify, you know, taking this cape off without actually messing with the figure or breaking it. So that's not something I would really want to experiment with, but it'd be cool maybe one day. Like, there's some figures where like the cape comes off easy, like Scarlet Witch, but definitely like Thor's and you know, Doctor Strange aren't figures that I would want to use, or I would want to mess with, because those capes are all stuck on there pretty good. But no, I mean, this is great. This is essential now, I would say, for anybody's Marvel Legends collection, and you can do this kind of head swap. Right? Yeah.
Havasti! Come here, Thunder God. Come on, show me some fight. For Midgard! It is done. By the All-Father, he lives!
And here's just another quick comparison to some of his other Mighty Avenger characters. I remember quite vividly some Hulk comics where you had it was during the Red Hulk run, or first run or whatever, and you had basically Miss Marvel and the Sentry and even Moon Knight basically team up with the Grey Hulk in Vegas to fight off a whole bunch of Wendigos that were taken over. It's really just a fun book and really great art in it, and yeah, it just kind of left an impression on me, right? But yeah, these two are pretty insufferable. This is kind of the main powerhouses of the Mighty Avengers, I guess. Missing what's his name, the God of War or whatever. I can't remember. Mars? No, Ares. Yeah. So just kind of missing Ares here, but hopefully they'll reissue that figure or just do a new version of him. I know the articulation isn't that great on the one that they put out more recently or whatever. It was a repaint of an even older figure, so I mean, I wouldn't mind getting myself a Mighty Avengers one day. I do have a Extremis Iron Man figure that I'm got on ice right now. I've got a really cool unboxing video planned for that, so you'll probably see these Mighty Avengers again soon. But yeah, and then this here's the Wasp. You know, this is obviously to me this is the definitive Wasp costume. Like, this to me is the most iconic and probably the best looking. She has so many costumes over the years that so many of them are just such trash. Their costumes suck so bad sometimes, but this here was like nailed it. It was just a perfect, clean looking, sweet costume. And yeah, this head sculpt is actually from the Shield, Maria Hill Quake Shield whatever figure, and so it actually makes for a really great Wasp head sculpt. So basically that's kind of my definitive Wasp head sculpt. And I'm not as you know, versed in the Shield or the Secret Warrior characters or whatever, so for me this is just a perfect little head swap for me. It's way better than the original head sculpt that came with this figure. But I mean, a lot of the head sculpts that are coming out Marvel Legends these days are way better. They got some good people working for them. Not to, you know, shame this one. Like, this is a good head sculpt, but they did kind of overuse this particular one on a few other figures. Looking at Moonstone. But no, this is a really great matchup here, and I'm excited to kind of build out this team a little bit more. Gumminess here, by the way, definitely annoying. So I think I gotta have to run this under some hot water to get his legs to be straight. So that's a little critique. But yeah. All right, and this here makes for a pretty cool sort of mid-transformation Ghost Rider head. It is a little loose on the ball joint there. It pops kind of right on, just sits there. But you know, you can definitely get some good expressions. And I know the blonde hair is accurate for Johnny Blaze too from the comics. So yeah, you can definitely throw this on here. And you know, I probably, if I'm going to be using this for stop motion, like, I'll definitely use this as kind of a mid transformation head of some kind. So that looks really, really cool. I know they put out another one recently, a new Ghost Rider figure with it has more of a skull texture, where this Ghost Rider head's kind of just translucent, fiery skull. But the new one has an actual bone kind of paint job, which I quite like, and I like that it has the bone hands as well, skeletal hands or whatever. But I don't know. This one has been Old Faithful for me. I think this was from way back in like the Spider-Man wave or something. It was a really earlier kind of new relaunch of Marvel Legends from Hasbro. So, but this figure is, this is one of my favorite kind of figure sculpts. I got that Star-Lord as well that has the same body, and it's just a great figurine, just so awesome. Perfect for Johnny Blaze. Alright, and now we have an awesome sort of, unmasked, unhelmeted kind of head swap in here for all three of our big three Avengers. I'm very excited about this. It's just like really cool, it can definitely makes a lot of fun casual shots now that you got access to this kind of thing. I think having the unhelmeted Thor is just like I don't know, it's just a nice little feature, right? It almost makes you wish that he actually did come with a head sculpt like this, I'm even like, if I was really good at it, I would love to paint like actual eyes onto the figure as well. I've seen some really cool pictures on Instagram. People have done the painted the eyes on the Beast figure. I really wish that they just actually already came with the eyes painted. That looked way better. But anyways, like this here is just a great little option for each of these characters, and having them unmasked is like kind of an essential thing. I almost wish that every single Marvel Legend character that is masked comes with like the unmasked head sculpt. Like, I know there's that new Hawkeye figure coming out. It's going to be kind of like he'll come with a sky cycle and stuff, but I really hope he comes with an unmasked Clint Barton head. That'd be just so rad, So we'll just, cross our fingers and hope to they, keep kind of putting stuff out. I know we were just talking about earlier how, it does seem like accessories are becoming more and more scarce with these Legends figures as the prices will go up and up and up. So you just kind of be hopeful though, right? And this is kind of the state of my kind of Dark Avengers at the moment. I know I did a video, one of my earlier unboxings of, there was that Dakin figure, the original Iron Patriot that came out, and what else? There was another one in that unboxing. But anyways, I could probably link to that if you guys ever want to go back and watch some older school videos of mine. But yeah, it'd be cool to actually see them put out some more Dark Avengers again. It'd be easy for them to kind of retool that new Extremis armor and make it look like the Iron Patriot, and slap on maybe an interchangeable Norman Osborn head. I was thinking it'd be cool if it was like had that freaky like goblin face paint on where he's gone insane and during the siege. Like, that'd be an interesting one. But yeah, I guess we'll kind of see with that. I'd like definitely when that new Hawkeye figure comes out, be easy to just kind of swap on the unmasked version of this bullseye head. You can definitely do some cool shots with that, so I'm excited. And same when, if they ever put out sort of Miss Marvel in the classic kind of scarf costume that she has, then it could easily double it here as a Moonstone in that costume. So it would be a 2-for-1 figure, which would be really cool. Which, speaking of this Moonstone figure, I picked it up recently at like a little toy expo that was going on in town near me. So it's not that newest one. They did re-release her recently. I saw that it was like a UK exclusive or something. But she has the new double jointed arms and stuff. So that was kind of cool. And she has interchangeable hands, which is kind of nice. But I don't know, I never seen it in store, and it looks like one of those figures that's going to be hard to come across. So I saw her for a good price, and I was like, you know what, I'll pick her up. And my one criticism with this figure, other than the fact that they just kind of reuse the same exact head sculpt and body mold and stuff as The regular Miss Marvel, you know, I would have been nice to have a different head sculpt for this figure. I don't know if this is actually a thing with her real costume, but she's got this sort of Thunderbolts tramp stamp, I think, where it still looks pretty terrible. I don't know, the original comic book designer for the costume put that there. It's a really bad idea, I think. But the rest of the costume looks pretty slick. I think it's a nice update to her look. Of course, I would love for them to put out a classic Moonstone with that, you know, big like mohawk helmet she has, and you know, the yellow costume. I think it would be really cool. It'd be a nice addition to the old classic. Do you know what? To be honest, it'd be great if they just put out a whole, you know, a whole wave of just the Thunderbolts, the original Thunderbolts, but you know, as their villain costume, and then maybe do alternate or another line where it's them in the Thunderbolt outfit, and you can have Goliath as like the Build-A-Figure or whatever his name is when he turns into Thunderbolt. I forget the names, but I've just been kind of getting into the Thunderbolts recently, so it's kind of cool to kind of go back and then see that, you know, the Defenders in a way, I mean, the Dark Avengers in a way are kind of a offshoot of the Thunderbolts thing in the first place, or at least is the original idea for it. But yeah, this is cool. Hopefully we'll see more of this going forward.
We have entered a new era. A brave new world. Yeah. And I promise to lead us into a... Screw it! We're skipping the question period.
Oh, crap. A pitiful attempt on his life. Really, Frank? You should have known better.
Go to hell.
Not yet. You, however, so fragile.
Well, guys, thanks for watching another awesome Windwirler video. I do appreciate you coming to hang out and, you know, check out this unboxing, you know, hang out with me, get these first impressions on this new Sentry figure. It's a really great figure. Love the head swapping with Thor. So much potential for this new figure, so I'm just stoked. But yeah, so make sure to check out the new Wolf Among Us Let's Play that I put out. It's sort of the final chapter. I'm going to wrap it up for this one and hopefully move on to the second game if that ever comes out. And stay tuned, because Fantastic Four and the Catastrophic Comet is going to be coming soon. And it's going to be the next big stop motion in my Marvel Legends stop motion universe. So it's going to be tying a few little things together and also setting up sort of my next big phase. So awesome. Thank you. Like the video. If you like the video, comment. Let me know what you guys think of these figures and what you're excited to see here on the Windwirler channel. How you, if you like that, if you like those little Sentry stop motions too. Make sure to check out the Instagram, because I got more little shorts there from my other unboxing videos. If you just want to watch just the straight up shorts, that's where they're all going to be. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. And subscribe if you love this.